What's up, my friends? John Baruti here from Baruti Success. This week we're talking about small business survival guide, making sure you're capitalized for your new business or your existing business. Stay tuned. How are you, my friends? Glad to see you back. Most people that go into business with good intentions, go into business with every intention of having all the money possible to run their business, run their new venture, but it often doesn't happen. Now, you might not know, I opened up a bagel store with a buddy of mine. I financed it for him, and he's doing pretty good. Now, that being said, I made sure, because I was the lending money guy, that he was fully capitalized so he could not only open, operate, construct the store, but to be a going concern, to make sure he had enough money after I left. So it is super important opening a brand new operation of any kind, bagel store, restaurant, you name it, car business, I don't care what you're doing, pharmacy, doesn't matter. You need to make sure that you're fully capitalized. Now,
John, tell me more. I never have enough money, and certainly not to open a business.
how you doing, Sally? Nice to see you. So yes, you want to open up a business, but you don't have the money. So one of two things have to happen. You either have to go find the money, as my friend did in me, or you have to have the money yourself. Home equity line, 401, some sort of retirement monies that you're taking loans against, which I don't suggest. Now let's take our situation. Why would I lend money, gentlemen, for a bagel store? After I've said multiple times, I'm not going to get back in the food business. Well, I'll tell you why. This particular gentleman, who was a friend of mine, knew that he didn't have the money to open up a business. But he was very tenacious in starting a new business. He didn't have enough money to open up a store, like the bagel shop that we opened up. So he used his salesmanship and his ingenuity to find a deal that he didn't need money for, right? So he found a gas station that had a kitchen in it, and he went to the owner and said, listen, can I operate it? I'll give you a portion of the sales, and I make great sandwiches, and we'll work together. No money out of my pocket, because I don't have any money, but you'll get X amount and I'll get X amount, and it'll work well until I find my next opportunity. So he did this for well over a year, which was ingenious because in that year, he was looking for a new location, and he proved to me that he could run this store, he could run it well, make his sandwiches well. So again, he was proving to the lender that he had the ability to own a business, operate a business, and know what he was doing as far as making sandwiches. So I was comfortable with financing him to open the bagel store, right? That's not what this is about. This is about making sure your business is capitalized. Now, I knew that he was going to need extra money. He told me in the beginning, John, it's going to cost X to put this together. Now, to his credit, he pretty much nailed it as far as how much it cost to put together. What he did not anticipate, which I did anticipate because I've done this a couple times, is how much more money he would need after he opened. Why? Training employees, extra inventory, ads, out there marketing, you name it, you need money. And this is the part that a lot of business owners, even in business, either forget, don't want to know, or have no clue about. So most businesses don't even open their doors. They're not budgeting. They didn't know exactly how much it would cost to get to opening their doors, or they under budget, which most people do. And then even if they get to the opening of the doors, right? They have the grand opening. People are coming in. You're like, okay, I'm good now, John, right? All the money's coming in. No, Carl, you're not good. And I'm going to tell you why. Because that rush of people for the first week or 2 weeks, if you do your job, like I did, for the marketing of the store, you should have a rush of people, which is terrific. But that will slowly teeter off, right? You have employees you have to pay. You have new employees that you have to train. You're a brand new business. All these things cost money. Capitalization of your business. Listen, not everybody has a good friend like John, right? So you have to make sure your money, you're lending or you're borrowing, or I hate to say it, credit cards, whatever you use to capitalize yourself, you have to make sure in advance you have it. And you have to make sure you have it enough for at least 6 weeks of run rate. So you're operating the store. God forbid a snowstorm. God forbid something happens. You got to shut the door down for a couple of days. You never know what's going to happen. Capitalization of your business is super, super important. And the consequences for poor capitalization is catastrophic. right? If your friends and family have put money in and you lose it because you close a store, catastrophic. It's horrible. You never want to be put in that position. If you get a loan from the bank and you don't ask for enough, you can go for SBA loans. And, if you have knowledge, if you've done the business before, if you've operated other businesses, or even if you've worked for somebody for a long time and you want to go start your own business for that thing that you've worked for a long time, you have the experience, you can get a loan. But make sure you're figuring out not only the construction cost, your beginning inventory, your employees, but enough run rate to get you 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks minimum after opening of operations, right? That's ideal. I know that's hard. I get it. I understand, right? But just try as hard as you can to get close to that in order to have it in the bank. You'll be more comfortable. You'll do your proper marketing, because that's the first thing to go, right? As soon as you open up a business and it's doing well, then it starts to go slow. What's the first thing you do? Stop advertising, which is this, I don't want to say stupid, but it is not good. You do not want to stop your advertising. That's what's bringing people in. Undercapitalization starts that domino effect, and it only gets worse. So in conclusion, don't be afraid to ask for more is basically what I'm saying. I know you're like, well,
John, it's easy for you to say. You've sold your business and you have money. Yes.
Karen, I did sell my businesses and I did work 30 years to have the money that I can loan out to people, 100%. And not everybody has a friend like me, and I understand that. But if you're going to go in business and you're going to do it right, make sure you're capitalized. If not, do something that my buddy did. Be creative and look for something that you don't need as much, or if at all. He got into a business with no money, zero money, and he was able to operate it for a year until he found this opportunity, right? And then he jumped over. He took the initiative to find something at first what he could afford. If you want to go in business, right, and you don't have enough money, maybe start smaller. Or again, try to be creative and look for something that you need less money. Or maybe you need a partner. Do I love partners? I don't. But it's better than being undercapitalized, because you're almost going to guarantee yourself to be put out of business in short order. So I wanted this video to basically be capitalization. Why do you need it? Well, you needed to open the store. You needed to operate the store. You needed to market the store. And you need it for the ongoing support of the store. Capitalization, super important. Make sure if you open up something, you have more than enough funds or the ability to get funds to do. Okay? Thanks, guys. Love you. See you on the next one.